Okay, today is October 16th, I think, and we are here at Physical Balance Center, and this is...
I'm Brian Werner, and I'm a physical therapist, and so I'm one of the founders of Physical.
Awesome.
So Physical's been in business since 2012. We're a franchise, and so the Physical Therapy and Balance Center here was the second franchise for Physical in 2013. And then as of 2017, we're 280 franchises across 40 states.
40, wow.
So our goal is to be the place to go for balance. And so I'm interested to see how this system works. What we have here is this is called a Smart Equa test. It was designed originally in the 80s for the NASA program. The doctor who figured it out, his name is Lou Nashner. He was an MIT graduate and did his doctoral dissertation on balance in astronauts. And he built this system. The original one was all metal, and then as they went through evolutions of the system, it went to more of a plastic surround. But the idea behind the technology is that it has a force plate that measures sway velocity. So we know that people who have higher issues with balance will sway faster, right? So people who have really good balance should sway very little.
So their inability to recover,
yes,
to manage.
Right, so a higher amount of sway velocity, the more at risk that person is for falling. And so this machine measures that, and it measures how you use it measures that sway velocity when you're using all of your senses, when you're using just your feet, when you're using just your eyes, and when you're using just your ears. So we can see where within your balance you're impaired the most or the least. The other thing it does is it looks at motor control. And so when we talk about motor control, there's what we call volitional balance and there's automatic balance. And one of the unique aspects of the CDP system, computerized dynamic posturography, is that it measures automatic balance. And automatic balance is what I want to see, because this system will measure your reaction time in 1,000th of a second. And so when they say you can fall within a blink of an eye is 100 milliseconds. This system can measure to that level of reaction time. And that's what I want to see, because it's something that you can't control. So I want to see the things that you can't control versus the things that you can. Okay, so
and it'd be more than anecdotal at this point.
Yeah. The other thing too is it looks at adaptation testing, and adaptation testing is another test where the floor perturbates you. So the motor control test slides you, and the adaptation test tilts you. Just like you guys are doing that kind of external tilt, this machine does the same thing. And what it'll measure how much force you put through the plate when we tilt you.
Okay.
So we'll see how you do. Okay,
awesome.
So you ready?
Oh, so do I face
you face in. Yep, you come on in and face in. Yep, so you're 5'2", so you're gonna be kind of the middle. So right there. Just match your foot. Perfect. You can toe out if you want. If you can toe out, just for safety, I am gonna put your arm all the way through, all the way. Yeah. Right here. So let's do this. I'm gonna undo this from your arm. You're gonna just slide it right under it like this. And this other one under. Good.
Since we have no idea how Junko's going to react here.
No. So this is going to keep you from falling out the back. Now you can relax your arms. Okay. All right, so let's see how we do. So the first test we're going to do is a motor control test. So the motor control test is measuring your automatic balance in 1,000th of a second. Here we go. Okay, so the floor slid backwards, and it'll start giving us a score. Those bars represent how fast you react. The lower the bar, the faster you react. So right now, somewhere about 130 milliseconds. So I'm gonna hit you a little bit harder. Okay, so we're gonna push the system a little bit harder. And it'll look at motor reaction times. So right now she's at 120. This is her left leg and the right leg.
Okay.
And so the S, M, and L stands for small slide, medium, and then hard slide. So small, medium, and long loop reflexes.
Okay.
Okay. A little bigger. Okay. So what's unique about this test is that it's automatic. She has no control. So once the floor slides it's over. So that's how fast the test is.
Right. Okay. And it's measuring it here, obviously, for us to see.
Yep.
And then we can do it again with the socks and see the differences,
Yeah,
the
see.
distinctions between the two. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
let's
there's
see.
no right and wrong for this for her right now. She's
Nope.
doing what she's doing.
Yep, this is, yep.
What's natural.
Yep. So let's go, now we're gonna go the opposite direction. So now we'll slide forward. So when we slide forward, she falls backwards for a split second, and then she pulls herself forward.
Right.
So when you slide forward, you fall back, and the muscles in the front of your legs will pull you forward, whereas the opposite, going backwards, is the posterior leg. Okay, so again, this is looking at the anterior tibials. This is a medium slide. It also does it randomly, so that she can't predict when it's going to come.
Right.
So that makes it actually even better. So it'll slide on a random timer. All right, so there's our tests. Okay, so that's our first one.